moving forward, we can go to the public access channel. If, now, I did do some research today, and this is amazing. Councilman, I just have to ask a question because this does not fall on your shoulders. Did we ever have an actual committee in writing? I have yet to find an ordinance that establishes the EG committee.
No, the only existence of the committee is through the cable franchise agreement, which establishes that there's a committee that will meet regularly with Service Electric.
So can we agree that's the very, sorry.
The committee only exists through the cable franchise agreement, which says that there will be a representative or committee that meets annually with Service Electric to discuss the government access channel.
Excellent. And the only reason I know that is because it took me 2 days to try and find something, and I knew that after a while we weren't able to find it. So I'll be working diligently with Rich to try and put something together to establish such a committee. That is something we need to have in place. Would everybody agree with that? I mean, if we're going to proceed with this public access committee, which is actually called, I believe, the EG committee.
Public education governmental.
Right, well, they took out the public part and just kept it EG. So it is education and governmental, so it's no longer public, although it's on the public access channel. So we would be forming the EG committee. I'll work with Rich. Rich, you got to do the parking ordinance first, okay? Got it. Love you, man. I'll also be proposing an amendment to Chapter 5, Section 35, Subsection O, Rule 15, in the videotaping ordinance. As you can see, where Mr. Feely is today, but the back of the room would not suffice, especially in a packed room. So what I would propose is to amend that ordinance in order to effectively record these meetings, that the EG committee would designate one person, one access committee member, to act as a cameraman or woman that would be permitted to set up and record in any area, so as long as they're not obstructing the view of the audience. Now, with that being said, there are rules that apply. So, and Blaine, I'm not picking on you, I'm just saying that you understand, because you will be that person. You can't scream, you can't yell, you can't get up out of your chair and come and attack Councilman Davis or myself. And I say that because this is something that we're starting from the ground up, right? I want this to have just as much as integrity as everybody here that has. We were doing this job for our constituents. I want them to, these meetings, I have to tell you the amount of phone calls that I've gotten just from people viewing them on YouTube. It kills me. You're a local celebrity, probably not for all the right reasons, okay? But you're a local celebrity with regard to the council meetings, and I do thank you for that. So that would be the only thing that I can say that we have to do in order to get this up and running, okay? To establish that. The committee, Councilman, do you have anything to say?
It's a necessity.
I would agree. Councilman Davis?
Yeah, I just think that since we do have the budget coming up, I think it would behoove us, well, I am a big fan of Blaine's work in publishing these videos about the meetings, especially the full ones he's been posting recently, that just as a government service, we should probably incorporate the budget to require equipment to make it a professional presentation, as well as assign a member of staff, if the mayor would allow us to do it on a regular basis.
Well, I agree with that. I don't think that we would have to pay anyone. We could use the committee people as well. But I do agree with the professional equipment because this poor guy is using his own camera. But until we get housed with a more permanent structure, right? But we can still acquire it. Okay. Councilman Lutz?
I feel now, since we have an established place, until we move into our new place, it's a great time to bring the camera stuff in here and see what we have and what we can do to make it work.
I was told that we had a server. Councilman Davis and I had discussed this. We have a server, but we don't know where it is. We know it's at the Corliss Avenue building, but we are unsure where and if it has been contaminated. So I can tell you this: a server runs about $10,000. If you're looking for a top-of-the-line server, you could be looking at.
The server you're on, Council President. Expensive server.
I got to tell you, that's what I do for a living, and depends on what kind of server you're looking for. But I can tell you, the kind of server that you're looking for to capture video images and upload them would be about $10,000, and that's on the low end. But Councilman, if you know someone else, please, I'm okay with it. I'm not selling it, by the way.
You know someone in the truck.
What
Yeah,
about the
yeah,
equipment-
Uh,
what about the equipment from the middle school?
Well, I can certainly, does that belong to the Board of Education, the middle school equipment?
No, that's a good question, because I know they installed new equipment in the new building, so I don't know what they're doing with the old.
And they're not using that.
We
We can certainly reach out to Mr. Troxel and ask.
Yeah.
All right, I said I wouldn't do it, but since everybody's been hated so far, go ahead.
So Blaine will be the only one videoing?
No,
Everybody can video if they want to?
correct. They have to go with the ordinance in place, but Blaine being the appointed official
He'll be
cameraman
up here and then they'll be back
up
there.
here, or as Councilman Davis had stated, if we have the professional equipment that can sit up where the sprinkler system is and still able to get us and capture all our voices, then Blaine would still be in charge of doing all that. But if he wanted to run his personal camera, he'd have to go in the back. Okay? Again, we had already talked about those, and he did agree. He was very, look at him, he just got an angry face, but he really did agree that he wouldn't be zooming in.
No, my personal camera. I would
No,
zoom
but
in.
if we have our own, well, your personal camera, right, you'd have to sit in the back. Not right now, but in the back of your personal camera.
That's
If
not
we had
fun.
professional equipment, that would be able to capture all of
Right.
us, it would be a different story.
I know.
As of right now, what I'd be proposing is an amendment, and it's not just necessarily you, I'm not just gonna write your name into it just yet. You may get mad at me when you leave here and say, I'm never doing this again. Just kidding, I don't think you would do that. But if you did, we'd have to appoint someone else.
Right.
Okay? But I do believe this is a step in the right direction. I really do think that this is something that the town's been waiting for a long time. I want to see a YouTube channel, one that, you know, we can put up on the town website, one that we can put up. Yes.
The original exclusive contract with Service Electric,
Yes.
they would provide,
Point of information, it's not
The
an exclusive
equipment.
contract.
all right,
Noted, Councilman.
they would provide the equipment for us to get up on their channel. The second 15-year contract, I don't know if you've seen it, I haven't heard of that. What kind of stipulation is there as far as them providing us with a channel, as far as providing any equipment so it's compatible with their channel?
So I can tell you this, the equipment aspect was the server. As far as I know, they did not provide us with a camera, and I did check, okay? What I will do though, is I'm going to give you this. It's not the agreement, well, it's.
I'll take your word for it. I mean, you know, it's a matter of fact that I think for them getting
Sure, but listen,
Wayside
I'll be honest with
exclusive.
you, all right? If I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, and nobody's gonna be able to stop me, because that's how I am, I like to put my head to something, right? So I'm not gonna wait on Service Electric, because I don't think it's behooving the residents of this town. Honestly, they'll make me wait 6 to 8 months. I don't think the residents of this town can wait 6 to 8 months. Quite frankly, I'm very glad that Blaine Feely has started doing this 2 years ago, actually longer, but I was fighting with him back then.
8 years.
8 years ago. I'm very thankful that he was doing it, even when I was arguing with him, but I'm thankful because you're able to capture the honesty of council. You're able to capture everything that happened. You're able to go back and take a look at what you've said and hold our feet to the fire when it needs to be held there. That is the only way that you are going to keep us in line, other than Ms. McBride's ethics ordinance. So I really feel, guys, honestly, accountability was a big thing with us. We need to be held accountable. That being said, closing out, Councilman, you have anything to say?
Adjourn.
Anything? No. Councilman,
Good to go.
motion to adjourn?
Adjourn.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.